Well, hey again, everyone. This is Bob from Boss Rocks DIY Solar, and what you're looking at there is my main inverter that supplies all my power. Now, I ordered another inverter from the same company, same wattage and everything for a backup, and I was expecting to get the same exact thing that I've got now, but instead I got something different. Check this out. Here's the new inverter. Instead of it being horizontal like the other one is, this one is vertical. It has a completely different look. And as you can see, it's got a front panel indicator on it, which the other one doesn't. And it comes with this little monitor here too, which shows you exactly the same thing. Now I've got it hooked up to power right now, and little bench charger, and it's drawing about six tenths of an amp, a little bit more, about 6.5 tenths of an amp. And what's a little bit unusual about this one here is that the panel here has a PV input. Now, the other charge that I've got is just a charger and an inverter. Now this has a PV input, but I just looked through the owner's manual on it, and they don't mention anything about this section on the inverter here. So I have to get a hold of the company and find out what the specifications on this is and how much PV power could be put into this thing. So I wasn't even expecting that, and I don't even need it because I've already got chargers anyways. But I'm just curious on what kind of input can be put into this and be used. So anyways, let me pull the cover off this thing, and I'll show you the inside of it. And it looks, from what I've seen so far, it looks pretty slick. So hang on a second. Alright, there you go. There's the hood popped on it, and you can see we got the big old toroidal transformer here, and this is all copper wiring, which is good. And then there's the power module right there. So everything looks nice and neat. Checked all the connections to make sure they were tight, and so far everything looks good. So now all I've got to do is get this thing mounted up on the wall and replace my other one, and just have that one in reserve for in case this one ever goes out. But I'm going to switch this over here to this one here as my main inverter, and just have the old one, which is about a year old now, and it's been running 24/7, and just have that as a backup. So anyways, we'll try to get this hooked up and give it a test and see how she does, and we'll be back for that in a little bit. Alright y'all, there it is. It's installed, and I've had it up and running a couple of weeks since you saw the last segment, and I just wanted to be sure we weren't going to have any trouble with it before I put it up on YouTube. So it's performing quite well, just like I expected. And what we'll start off with is taking a look at the sine wave, and it's pretty much like the other past power that I have. Let's see if I can get a focus on this. And as you can see, it's pretty good, but it's not perfect. Right down at the peaks in the valleys there, you'll see that there's a little bit of artifacts going on there, and it could be better. You know, if I put this meter on my Giant Dill inverter, it would look picture perfect. So they could improve the sine wave generator on this thing right here, but other than that, it does a pretty good job. Now, I did transfer the thermostat from my other past power over to this one here, and believe it or not, this thing actually runs cooler than my other one does. The other one, it would kick in the fans about 105 and bring it down to about 85. But this one here, it kicks in the fan about 95 degrees and then brings it down to about 85. So it has a pretty narrow window that it uses for keeping this thing cool, and it's unbelievably quiet, just like the other one. In fact, these chargers that I've got over here put out a whole lot more noise than this thing does here, and those there will cover up any sound that this thing puts out. So if you guys are using something like this for an RV, you don't have to worry about it waking you up in the middle of the night when it goes off. So anyways, we'll take a look at, here's the front panel as you saw before. The only thing I don't like about this is it's not quite accurate on the battery voltage. This is actually reading 0.2 of a volt higher than what it should be, but it is putting out accurately 120.5 volts, just a hair more than what it should. And right now my static load is at 700 watts, and we're getting ready to do a stress test on this, see what it can do. Now, I'll admit to you, I've already done about 6 of these stress tests because the videos that I made some misstatements, and for some reason, I don't know why, I keep on want to call these inverters passports. They're not passports, they're pass powers. So if you hear me say passport, ignore it. All right, anyways, we'll start off with the toaster oven, and that's about 1800 watts there. And let's see what we get. So we were up to almost 2500 watts there. Next thing I'll do is turn on my water heater, and that's absolutely 2000 watts right there. And there you go, 4600 watts. And now what I'll do is I'll turn on the water, and the well pump is probably the thing that has the biggest surge of anything that I have. So if it'll start this thing up with that much of a load on it, that impresses me. So now what I will tell you is, as I told you, was telling you about the PV inputs on that inverter there last time. Not sure if they were active or not, but they're not. They're just there. This model here does have the ability to upgrade it to PV input, but I didn't order that for this model, so that PV input that's on the bus bar down at the bottom of it is totally inactive. So give this a little bit of time here, and that pump should just kick off any time now because I got it run down pretty low. And the fan just kicked in at 96 degrees. Well, it's taking a good long time for that pump to kick in. Should be any time now. There it goes. Well, the inverter gave a good groan and the lights dimmed a little bit, but it started it up. So there you go, 5800 watts. And here's the fan running. As you can see, you can barely hear the thing. So there you go, gang. A good inverter, pass power inverter. Fortunately, I got this thing just before the tariffs kicked in, and I got a hold of this for a little less than $1,000, about $950. So what it would cost now, no telling. It's so crazy what they're doing with these tariffs here that you can't order anything without knowing what you're going to pay for it. So. But I'll tell you this, for what I got it for, if I would have got something similar to it in like an Ames model, and I don't know how many other, there's not too many other manufacturers out there that make a high power inverter, 6 kW for 120 volts, but those that I have found, they're well over $2,000, so I got quite a bit of savings on this. I did have this C ship, so it took me about 2.5 months to get it. And if I wanted to pay an extra $300, I could have had it FedExed by air. So I didn't want to do that this time. Actually, the first one of these that I've got, the one that ran vertical, I got that for I think I got that for under $800, and that was FedExed. So they've gone up quite a bit in just a year. So anyways, there you go. Pass power inverter. If you can get your hands on one cheap enough, it's a worthwhile investment. And I'm probably only going to have one more video after this, and I'm going to call it quits because the system is complete. There's really nothing more that I'm going to add to this. There is one interesting inverter out there that I might, if they actually make a 4,000 watt model, that I might try out, because I found an inverter that actually has surge rating 3 times what the output is, and it's a high frequency inverter, and that's unheard of. So I mean, like all high frequency inverters, the best you're going to get out of it is twice the surge of its output. So when someone says that they've got an inverter that will do 3 times the output power, and it's a high frequency inverter, I've got to test it out. So there may be something on that in the future, but my next video is probably just going to be my full system tour, and I'm going to wait a couple months to do that, where I'm going to take the tarps off of my solar furnaces and show you everything: solar furnaces, solar water heaters, and some pretty good detail about my solar system. So anyway, stay tuned for that, and thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one.